Alright, I'm gonna make a little tier list on characters that I love to play with instead of characters that I hate to play against. So a little bit of a contrast to what my last video was. So yeah, let me put some characters on the F tier and get to it. Alright, so we got Juno, this person, Brigitte, and Winston. I don't like having Juno on my team because she's my favorite character and I want to be playing her. I have this person on because I never play with them. I don't know what they're like. I really can't really speak on them, so they're just kind of going here because I never play with them. So sorry about that. Brigitte, I think she does have good qualities, but nobody I've ever played with played her right. They either get no heals or no damage or both. She does have a good ultimate though, so at least that's useful. Winston, people don't really play him right. He just always runs out and gets absolutely gobblesmacked. Just an unfortunate thing for him is people love to just rush in with him, which it is really fun to do, to be fair, and that always ends up getting people killed. So yeah, I can't really blame people though. He's so fun to play like that with, so that's just kind of how he is. I love Winston though. Alright, let's move up to D tier. Alright, so here in D tier we have Hazard, Zenyatta, Widowmaker, Roadhog, and the gerbil guy, and I know his name is, but still, I picked these characters to go in D tier for still not liking them on my team because Hazard, I've never seen a good Hazard. Maybe that's just because he came out recently, I think, but I don't know. Every time I've seen somebody play him, they've always done not well. He kind of reminds me of a mix between Mei and Doomfist. Now, I could be entirely wrong, but that's just from looking at him and watching people play him. He always looks so awkward. I don't know. Maybe he's better in competitive. Zenyatta. I think Zenyatta is amazing, but I don't like seeing him on my team because most of the time when I see that, I automatically assume the person that's playing them just wants to play damage, which I beg the question, why don't you just play damage in the first place? But he does have really good qualities. His ult is amazing. He can have good healing. He has great damage, but I don't know. Usually in casual, it's a big red flag, like, oh, this person doesn't really want to play support in the first place. Widowmaker here is entirely based off of my own teammates having fucking thumb-sucking accuracy, just absolutely poopy water fucking, they just cannot aim. So Widowmaker is always going to be a bad pick on my team because I automatically assume my teammates can't aim, which most of the time they cannot. Roadhog is a very selfish tank. A lot of people just assume just because he could heal himself that he's invincible. And he ends up dying a lot and kind of throwing a lot of games. So I put him here. I don't like to see him on my team. I put the gerbil up here because he's really hard to heal. A lot of people are really selfish and aggressive with him and they get themselves killed a lot. But I know he is really good competitively. Alright, let's move up to C and B. Alright, here is C tier and let me explain the picks. I picked Hanzo because a lot of the time people aren't going to have good accuracy. The same reason Widowmaker's down here. But with Hanzo, there's a little more leniency. He has a little more health. He has, the bow is a lot more forgiving than her sniper. His ult is also super brain dead. It's really easy to use, so not really any worries there. So if it wasn't for that, he would be in D, but he's in C. Oh, we got the water twink, and I like him. I like when my friend plays him, but I've realized when I've played with randoms who play him, they don't really play him that good, and it always just fucks up the healing. But I know he can be good. I just always worry when I see him on my team. Ana, probably one of the best kits for a healer in the entire game. But in casual, people will not use her correctly. And they will also not heal because they can't have good aim. So that's why she's down here. Reaper, same thing. People will not use her correctly. Amazing kit, but people will not use him correctly. And most likely, they'll spend the whole game just farming their ult so they could drop into a full team and get obliterated immediately. That's probably the most common Reaper play you'll see. So, yeah. Alright, let's move on up to B tier. Alright, this is what B tier looks like. These are characters that I don't mind having on my team. Lucio, good healing, good mobility, great ult. Torbjorn, great turret, great ult, great weapon. Tracer, really good durability, easy to live with. Not the best damage, but pretty good. Baptiste, good healing, good damage, good kit. Kalico, good kit, good ult, not bad. Ramattra, good kit, not bad. Maga, good kit, built like a brick wall, not bad. Doomsday, also built like a brick wall, good kit, not bad. And McCree is he's okay. He's I don't really mind him on my team. He's not like amazing, but you know, I don't mind. The best person in this tier is probably Kiriko. She could be unbelievably useful in competitive play, but in casual, people aren't going to really use her that well, and that's okay, because she could still be useful. I'd say the least useful person on B tier is probably McCree, but I don't mind seeing him on my team. So let's go on up to A tier, see what I put up here. Okay, so here we got A tier. We got the bird girl. Amazing damage, great ult. She has amazing survivability staying in the air. I really like having her on my team. Bastion, still broken, amazing. He can counter a lot of people. Zarya has great survivability, great beam, great ult. She could also help somebody else. Soldier, just a good damage, good ult. Mei, good damage, good mid-range damage, amazing ult. Genji directly counters Bastion, immediately makes him A tier. Good character. Ashe, good long to mid-range tier, amazing ult. Sojourn, great mid to short range damage, great character. Echo can fly, great survivability, great ult, great damage, good kit. Junker Mommy has to go in A tier. Frey is new, but she has amazing ult and amazing damage. Her crossbow does a lot of good long range and mid range damage. Very reliable. Everybody in here I would love to see on my team, so that's pretty good right here. Now let's see what I put in S tier. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is S tier. This is the whole list right here. We got Reinhardt, Mercy, Symmetra, Junkrat, Orisa, Illari, D.Va, Moira, Sombra, Lifeweaver, Sigma, and Vendetta. I think the best tank here is probably Orisa. The best damage here is definitely Vendetta. The best healer here is definitely Moira. And, well, Sombra is, I think, amazing too. Very close to Vendetta. Very useful. Probably the most useful character here, like, support-wise. Like, their hacking is so strong. I love Reinhardt. He's just really good in a lot of situations, unless their team is full of Moiras and Zaryas and Symmetras. Mercy's good. Casual players can play her easily. They're not going to mess that up. It's really easy to play her. She's just brain dead. Hold R2. Good game. Symmetra, very annoying. Love her bots. She could just send them out and just drain people so easily. Junkrat is my favorite damage in the whole game. Illari has amazing damage and amazing healing. D.Va's super annoying. Moira has the best mix between damage and healing. Sombra's unbelievably useful. Lifeweaver is super strong for stealing their teammates and saving them from awful situations and healing pretty good. Sigma is basically like a Genji as a tank. Vendetta is broken and will be nerfed eventually. That is just absolutely true. Eventually she will get nerfed. She is super strong right now. But yeah, this is the tier list of characters I like to play with. Peace. Yo, what's going on, guys? Kalico here, and I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everybody has a great holiday, a great Christmas with loads of presents, loads of love, loads of jolliness and happiness and good energy, good vibe, positives, you know. Love everybody. I am trying to work on a video every other day so that I have it out and, you know, I could be productive and still work on music, still play with the guys, still chill in my shawty, you know, just be real chill, happy, have a good day, you know. Trying to enjoy myself and get better mentally and physically until I'm just a fully happy person. Completely just good, you know. Hope everybody has an amazing day. Hope everybody can chill with their families and, you know, just enjoy themselves, enjoy their Christmas and stuff like that. Hope you like the little Overwatch tier list. Hopefully it didn't piss you off or anything. I know I have some pretty weird takes on some of these characters, and I'll probably hear about it from some of y'all in the comments like I did on my last video. I'm very thankful that video did well, even though I thought the video was awful. But I took this one a little more seriously. Not really. I just used my mic because I wanted it to sound better. But other than that, it's still basically around the same thing. But hopefully y'all like this just like y'all liked the last one, and y'all watch more of the videos and, you know, keep staying up on it and enjoying all my content and subscribing and staying by for the ride. But yeah, thank everybody for the support. Shout out to all the homies, shout out to my shawty, shout out to the family, you know, shout out to everybody who did something today. Hope y'all have an amazing day. Hope everybody just fucking kills it, man. Do what you want. I don't know, I'm kind of just rambling here. I just wanted to talk a little bit at the end of the video because it was kind of a short video. But I don't really know what to say other than, you know, Merry Christmas, shit like that. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do more Overwatch tier list because I don't want to do a tier list on what I think are like just good characters or bad characters in general, because I know I'll be 100% wrong and my opinion would not be very good because I don't play the game like 24/7. I don't play the game very like variety wise. Like I just play healer and damage, and I used to play all the roles, but I just don't anymore because I like healer the most, and damage I've been picking up on because I wanted to get good in another role. Tank is the easiest role for me, so I never really felt like I needed to learn anything on it anyways, really. I just played Orisa a lot and enjoyed her. I played Roadhog a lot and just really went in on them, and I never had a problem with tank, so I never decided to use it that much. But yeah, you'll probably see more Overwatch content. I've been enjoying the game a lot and playing it with the guys, so expect that. But hope everybody has a good day. Peace.